Welcome back my YouTube channel. The Sturer Emil was one of Germany's rarest and most powerful experimental tank destroyers developed during World War II. Its name, which translates to Stubborn Emil, reflects both its unique design and heavy firepower. Built on a lengthened chassis of the VK 30.01H, only 2 prototypes were ever completed. These vehicles were never mass-produced but were used for combat testing on the Eastern Front, where they demonstrated their incredible ability to destroy enemy armor at long distances. Though limited in number, the Sturer Emil stood out for its massive gun, long-range precision, and battlefield impact during its brief service. At the core of the Sturer Emil's design was its massive 128mm gun, the Kanone 12.8 cm L/61. This weapon was originally intended for static anti-aircraft use but was repurposed for tank destroyer duties. Its penetration capabilities were exceptional, able to defeat even the heaviest Soviet tanks of the time with ease. The gun's long barrel gave it outstanding velocity and accuracy, making it a sniper on tracks. It could engage targets far beyond the range of most Allied tanks, giving it a significant tactical advantage when placed in a defensive position. The vehicle itself was large and heavily modified to support the size and recoil of the 128mm gun. It had an open-top fighting compartment, exposing the crew to airbursts, shrapnel, and small arms fire. Armor protection was relatively thin, especially on the sides and rear, which made it vulnerable in close-range combat. Mobility was also limited, as the Sturer Emil was based on a heavy prototype chassis not intended for fast maneuvers. Still, in a defensive role or from concealed positions, it was extremely effective and deadly. The 2 prototypes saw combat on the Eastern Front in 1942, particularly around Stalingrad. Reports from German crews indicated that the Sturer Emil was capable of knocking out enemy tanks from over 2 kilometers away. In one account, a single vehicle was credited with over 20 tank kills, demonstrating the sheer firepower it could unleash. However, the advancing Soviet forces, combined with the mechanical limitations and the low number of units, meant that both prototypes were eventually lost or captured during the war. One of the captured Sturer Emil vehicles was recovered by the Soviet Red Army and preserved as a war trophy. Today, it remains on display at the Kubinka Tank Museum in Russia, offering a rare glimpse into the engineering ideas Germany was exploring during the mid-war period. Its legacy, while limited in battlefield impact due to its small production, remains strong in discussions about powerful experimental vehicles and tank destroyer evolution. The Sturer Emil serves as an example of how extreme firepower was prioritized in some German designs, even at the cost of speed and protection. It may have been too specialized and heavy for practical mass production, but its impressive gun,